morning, NFA. Today is February 2nd, 2024, and it is a B-Day. And here are your morning announcements.
Please support NFA cheerleading. We are raising funds for our end-of-year cheerleading banquet. We want to be able to cover the cost of all the cheerleaders who attend between the two seasons. We have 60 girls to cover. This fundraiser sells popcorn, candy, cookies, and more. We earn 50% profit from each sale, and the products are sent directly to the buyer within 24 hours of purchase. Please support the fundraiser by clicking the link below.
Yo, science sucks. They don't teach nothing.
Howdy guys, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Same here. It's just a little cold outside.
It's probably because of your clothes.
What do you mean?
Darker clothes absorb more heat than lighter clothes. Cause lighter clothes, like white, reflect light instead of absorb it.
Good tip. Yeah, where did you learn that?
From science class. It's actually pretty interesting.
They learned in that moment that science was useful.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
The NFA Dance Ensemble will host Dancing with the Stars Disney Edition on Thursday, February 8th at 6:30 p.m. in the NFA Main Auditorium. This event is being held to raise funds for the NFA Dance Ensemble's upcoming performance trip to Walt Disney World. They have selected to perform at WDC as part of Disney's Imagination Campus. Suggested donation is $5.
The NFA Dance Ensemble is hosting a Zumba class party on Saturday, February 10th at 10:30 a.m. in the NFA main gym. Join us for an hour-long class and help the NFA Dance Ensemble raise funds for their upcoming performance trip to Walt Disney World. They have been selected to perform at WDW as a part of Disney's Imagination Campus. Purchase tickets from any dance ensemble member or sign up using the QR code on the flyer. Pre-sale tickets cost $10, $15 at the door.
NFA Maine students that are currently working and would like to earn a half of credit for their part-time work, please go to your student launchpad and complete the application to enroll in the work-based learning program. Students can also see Mr. Mayo in room 103 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays during a free period to discuss the work-based learning program. Any questions, you can feel free to email Mr. Mayo at fmayo@necsc.net.
Athletic events. Anyone planning on going to an athletics event in our district will need to purchase a ticket directly from the GoFan website. The link is available on the district website.
You shouldn't throw your chair, you could get hurt.
Don't stress it, nothing's gonna happen.
You should have listened, I told you that was gonna happen.
Remember, NFA, it's every goal back every day. Have a great day.
Ah!
Good enough, all right.
January reaches its final stare, and in the sports world, love is in the air. Welcome back to the Game Clock. Let's dive into today's show with your local news. In their last league game, boys basketball defeated Pine Bush 82-54 as they look to continue their dominance against the Bushmen in a makeup game on February 8th. As for the girls, yesterday they defeated New Paltz 64-31. They look to continue this momentum with a back-to-back against Saugerties. Boys wrestling had a slew of tournaments last week, but finished in first place on Saturday over Brewster, Christian Brothers Academy, Longwood, North Rockland, Shoreham, and Wallkill. In this tournament, Matthew Mercado and Chris Leggett each picked up career win number 100. Congratulations to both of them as they look to continue this momentum away against Middletown. This Thursday, boys swimming will compete in OCIA AA as they finish undefeated with a perfect record. On to your pro sports news. Starting off with your NBA updates, the New York Knicks are on fire. Literally, the team is burning. Last night, the Knicks picked up win number 8 in a row with a 118-103 win over the Jazz. New York was led by Dante DiVincenzo's 33 points and near-perfect shooting. Even without Julius Randle and OG Anunoby, the Knicks are still winning games. With this win, their record improves to 31-17, and that makes it 13-2 since the OG trade. As the Knicks look to continue their dominance against the red-hot Pacers on Thursday. For the Nets, they thrashed the Jazz 147-113 on Monday night, Brooklyn was led by star Mikal Bridges, who dropped 33 against Utah. They look to play spoiler tonight against the Phoenix Suns in Brooklyn. In terms of hockey news, the NHL is going to be on break for a little bit as the All-Star festivities are up and running. The best players in the league are all up in Toronto to showcase their skills all weekend long. The season returns on February 5th, where 2 tri-state teams will be in action. The Rangers will host the Colorado Avalanche, while the Islanders travel up to the 6 to face the Toronto Maple Leafs. And finally, NFL news, the final battle has been set. But since we haven't been here in a long time, let's take a minute and remember how we got here. Last week, we had our conference championships between 4 of the NFL's elite. This week before, however, we saw 4 teams meet their doom. In the AFC, it was the Houston Texans and Buffalo Bills that were eliminated from the dance. In the NFC, the clock struck midnight on the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, setting up championship weekend. In the final AFC battle, we had the reigning champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the number 1 seeded Baltimore Ravens. According to the countless Lamar Jackson Black Hole Sun TikTok edits, the world was in the Ravens' corner. The hostile Ravens crowd proved to not become a factor as the Chiefs jumped out to a 17-7 lead at the half, but they wouldn't score for the rest of the game. Unfortunately for the Ravens, their offense didn't do much better. After a few costly penalties, the Ravens knew they were in trouble when they walked into the red zone. A game-changing fumble by Zay Flowers had him lying on the cold, hard ground of M&T Bank Stadium. With a 17-10 lead, Kansas City looked to finish the Ravens once and for all. On a 3rd and 9 with the game on the line, Patrick Mahomes sunk the dagger in the heart of the Baltimore fans, hitting Marquez Valdez-Scantling for a game-winning first down. Just when the NFL fans thought they were free and had shook this misery off, the love story of the Kansas City Chiefs is heading back to the Super Bowl. As we head out west of the Bay, the Niners and Lions were set to do battle. The 49ers, for the second week in a row, were treading dangerous waters, as the Lions' offense in the first half exploded. A few rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown to Jameson Williams, the Lions jumped out to a 24-7 lead at halftime. But then, something changed as the Lions made a crucial mistake, giving the Niners the ball back by turning it over on downs. Down 24-10, San Fran went to work. After some incredibly lucky plays by Brandon Ayuk and a fumble by Lions running back Jahmyr Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey would continue to put the Niners on his back with a second touchdown, tying the game at 24 apiece. Down by 3, the Lions would go for it again, and again they would be stopped short. The Lions would score to make it 34-31, but were ultimately out of time. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our nightmare Super Bowl. In one corner, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the other, the San Francisco 49ers. God help us all. Since this game is 2 weeks away, we'll dive more into it next week. That's all the time we got for today's show. I'm JJ Seglio, and we will see you next week.